Is anyone else completely fed up with the ongoing discussions about Yoongi's sexuality? It's honestly frustrating how every time his name comes up, someone feels the need to mention his sexual orientation. Why is it such a big deal? Am I the only one who truly doesn't mind? I honestly don't care if he identifies as gay, pansexual, bisexual, or straight. And you know what? The reason I don't care is that his sexuality is a personal matter. What he does in his private life isn't something I dwell on. There's a fine line between innocent curiosity and unhealthy obsession. As fans, it's natural to be interested in our idols' romantic lives, and that's something that happens across all entertainment industries, including K-pop and Hollywood. However, when that curiosity turns into obsession, it can lead to harmful attitudes, like thinking Yoongi is, because of this and that. Whether he's straight or not is irrelevant. If his sexuality is your only focus, then you're not really a fan, and he shouldn't even be your bias. We might never know his true orientation unless he chooses to share it, so let's stop making assumptions based on the tiniest hints. Yes, I'm talking to those who interpret song lyrics as evidence of an idol's sexuality. Yoongi's personality and the way Big Hit has presented him have contributed to him being one of the less prominent members. As we all know, Yoongi is quite the introvert. He tends to be more reserved and quieter compared to some of his bandmates. From the very beginning, Big Hit has portrayed him as the mysterious, aloof rapper. The other members often describe him as someone who might seem cold at first, but once you get to know him, you'll find he has a warm and caring side. This has all played a part in making him arguably one of the less noticeable members of BTS. Yoongi is undoubtedly a nice guy with his own unique qualities, but when he's in a group with more vibrant personalities like Hobi, Jin, or Jimin, he tends to blend into the background. Taehyung, on the other hand, draws in new armies and locals primarily due to his striking looks, which are often the first thing people notice about him. While Yoongi is certainly attractive and has his own charm, he doesn't quite have the same universal appeal in terms of looks as Taehyung does. As the leader, Namjoon naturally exudes a sense of authority that makes him stand out among the 7 members. He also tends to be the most vocal during interviews, especially in English, which helps international armies connect with him more easily. Jungkook, known as the Golden Magne, is often considered the most popular member of BTS. His talent in various areas, along with his cheerful demeanor and interactions with his older members, endears him to many fans. Think Yoongi is the kind of member who gradually captures your attention over time. He may not immediately make you think, wow, who is that? But as you get to know him better, it becomes hard to overlook him. From what I've seen, many armies who are biased towards Yoongi have been part of the fandom for a while, which means they understand BTS's dynamics, the song-making process, and Yoongi's significant contributions to their music. This deeper understanding fosters an emotional connection. Once fans resonate with his feelings, thoughts, and appreciate his candidness, that's when Yoongi truly grabs their attention. In my view, Yoongi's fans tend to pamper him just as much as Jungkook's fans do with their favorite. Generally, Yoongi's supporters are fun and easygoing, but one downside is their tendency to treat him like a baby. We've all seen the cat memes circulating in the fandom, portraying him as a tiny, helpless kitten that requires constant care and attention. This topic doesn't come up often, but it's important to note that soft stands can be just as problematic as hard stands. Treating a grown man, especially one who is 30 years old, as if he needs to be coddled is misguided, and it's something that shouldn't be up for debate. I understand that some armies might take issue with my perspective, but honestly, the cat memes about Yoongi are starting to feel stale. They're not as amusing as some might think. When I look at Yoongi, I see a mature individual with a natural gift for his craft. He's aware of his own flaws and strives to present his best self to his fans. He doesn't need to be treated like a child because he is a capable and intelligent adult. I'm not trying to criticize those who find Yoongi adorable. It's perfectly fine to think he's cute, but there's a clear distinction between finding him charming and treating him like a baby. Remember, infantilizing someone isn't really cute. On a brighter note, I believe Yoongi gives off the most fatherly vibes among the Hyung line. While it may not be an unpopular opinion, I wanted to share something uplifting. When people think of who embodies the fatherly role in BTS, Namjoon or Jin often come to mind first. Both have expressed a desire to be fathers, and they are among the older members. However, I have to say that when I saw the picture Hasley posted of Yoongi holding her baby, it brought a big smile to my face. Can you picture Yoongi smiling while holding his own child someday? If he decides to become a parent, I have no doubt he would be an amazing father. I can see him being the protective type, always looking out for his kids. After a long day at work, he would come home, wrap his arms around them, and ask about their day with genuine interest. When he's feeling playful, I can totally imagine him having fun and being silly with his little ones. If he ever has children, they would be incredibly fortunate to have someone like Yoongi as their dad. Yoongi is definitely not lazy. Many armies have mistakenly labeled him as such because he enjoys his sleep, but that's far from the truth. BTS practices for 10 to 14 hours daily, and on top of that, Suga is always busy writing songs and pushing his creative limits. Sleep is essential for him, especially since he's a night owl who is constantly working on new projects. This might not be a hot take, but Suga is absolutely stunning. While all armies recognize his good looks, I feel compelled to give him a special shout-out. His eyes, in particular, are captivating. They remind me of a cat's and add to his enchanting presence. Yoongi is incredibly caring. Some people might label this softie as cold, and I can see why, given his sometimes savage demeanor. However, he truly cares for his members, just in a more understated way than others. For instance, during a game where he was asked to promote his solo work, he chose to promote our Sunshine Hobie instead. He is one of the warmest and kindest individuals in the group. Yoongi's personality is much more intricate than just being the lazy or rude member. Armies often overlook his other traits, like his great sense of humor, his kind heart, and yes, his attractive looks, because they don't fit the narrative of him being cold. Yoongi's strong boundaries and refusal to put up with nonsense don't equate to rudeness. He's deeply emotional. It's clear that he tends to keep his feelings bottled up, often concealing a lot beneath the surface. However, his true emotions shine through in his music. His lyrics are filled with profound feelings that resonate with everyone. Even if you don't understand Korean, you can feel the intensity in his rap. It's truly moving. Music is his passion, and anyone who listens to his songs can easily see that.